The recently fired chancellor at UW La Crosse is now threatening a lawsuit, claiming the UW Board of Regents should not have voted unanimously to fire him for appearing in pornographic videos with his wife. Dr. Joe Gow was terminated last night after the Universities of Wisconsin Regents learned sexually explicit videos of him and his wife were found online. It's actually not the first time Gow has been disciplined related to pornography. In 2018, he was criticized, lost out on a raise for inviting an adult film star to speak on campus using university funds to do so. Then last night, the UW Board of Regents held its closed-door meeting, resulting in the vote to terminate Dr. Gow. Then this morning, he spoke to the Associated Press, saying he is considering taking the university to court over a violation of free speech. Braden Ross checked in with a First Amendment expert this afternoon to see if that legal argument has any legs. Braden, what did you find out?
Well, the short answer is in this case, probably not. But the expert I spoke with says thanks to the internet, complicated First Amendment questions just like this one aren't going away anytime soon.
I think it's a legally very slippery question.
From flag burning to yelling fire in a crowded theater, the First Amendment is no stranger to being challenged. Now, former UW La Crosse Chancellor Joe Gow is saying his case could be next.
So this issue arises because this is a public university.
Because the university is a government entity, its employees can't be fired for things protected under the First Amendment, like legal online videos unrelated to their work.
It's a very, very well-established principle that no, public employees cannot be required to forego their First Amendment freedoms as a condition of employment.
That's exactly the argument Gow made after he was fired this week for producing and appearing in sexually explicit online content. In an interview with the Associated Press, Gow said he's considering a lawsuit, adding, quote, "The regents are overreacting. They're certainly not adhering to their own commitment to free speech or the First Amendment."
If this were an ordinary faculty member, I would say he's exactly right. The complication arises here because he's not just a faculty member or a staff member, he's the chancellor.
First Amendment expert Howard Schwaber says in this case that protected speech could interfere with Gow's ability to do his job, and that can be grounds for termination.
Part of the job is to deal with the legislature, deal with alumni, deal with the public, present oneself in public as the face of the university. And it's difficult to say that doesn't make any difference.
But Schwaber says it's an interesting question and one he doesn't see fading away anytime soon.
We're going to see more and more cases of things, if not exactly like this, having to do with the fact that people have lives online that are separate from their lives in the real world.
Now, Schwaber told me if this does end up going to court, he thinks a judge will likely side with the universities and place Gow's videos in the category of unprotected speech.